Mimalengi sama tash tile naming tash pomoyin kanda New York, New Jersey sani peki demelen zo kap job debe village yi am tering ne dang di chama cancer kanda sem sab da sem du di poni wanzo Miss Tibet tense peben la mora Miss Global 2023 la participate chiga dole de mola panepina sha gemi gi shumsap gemi gi new shugi chine ha ani Miss Tenzin Pelton la she's a Miss Tibet. She had faced an unjust exclusion from Miss Global 2023 simply because she wanted to represent Tibet. Not because of qualifications, but simply because she wanted to represent Tibet. This is unfair, this is injustice due to the pressure from the Chinese government to the organizing committee of Miss Global 2023 and the hosting nations, Cambodia and Vietnam. We're here to welcome her, Tenzin Pelton, who stood strong, who stood steadfast, and she was excluded from the participation simply because she wanted to represent Tibet. And she was not allowed to wear the Tibet sash, and also she was not allowed to wear the chua, which is the Tibetan traditional costume. And she was not allowed to say Pegyalo, which is really sad at this time. And such a pressure from the Chinese government to the organizing committee, and for the organizing committee and the hosting nations to fall under the pressure is just not right, not fair. They have to do a better job. Such a big platform. And we have with us Tenzin Pelton.
Clap, clap, clap. Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
We got a photo of Miss Tibet. She dropped those. Hey, this.
It's really sad and unjust that Miss Tibet, Tenzin Pelton, she went to participate in Miss Global 2023, but she was excluded not because of qualifications, but simply because she wanted to represent her country to America. She was not allowed to wear the Tibet sash, and she was not allowed to wear a traditional costume chua. Instead, she was given the option to wear the People's Republic of China sash, which is simply not fair and it's injustice. We are very proud of Tenzin Pelton for standing her ground, for staying steadfast, the perseverance. Thank you all.
This is Kila.
Welcome back. I'm really sorry for what you've gone through personally, and you went there with a mission, with a goal. You took this initiative personally to represent Tibet and our country, and having to come back without finishing your participation in Miss Global 2023 is just sad. And what you've been through, can you kind of briefly explain what had happened?
It's really sad experience that I've never imagined. I went with a lot of expectation, especially representing my country in a global platform. That was a huge responsibility on my shoulder. And so after traveling 36 hours, I was in Cambodia. And when I reached there January 2nd, as soon as I got there, I have no rest, nothing. I went to the first straight to the competition hall where every girls are present. I met so many contestants there, and so it was a sash and introduction round where I was not aware of it. My organizer said that it was an introduction round and you have to tell them what you are presenting and what is the main purpose of you to be in this pageant, basically. So I was there, and when they announced my name, I was really proud. I saw my country sash right here next to Taiwan, Thailand, and then Tibet. And I see that Taiwan has an ROC, which means Republic of China, and I was a little bit confused. And then when they announced my name, I proudly went to there, and I basically tell what I felt, why I was there. I told them I came from a very small town, small Shijia from Calico, where I have a big dream, big ambitious. So just like I want to be a role model to all the Tibetan young women who are there, and that is my main purpose. And since I got this big platform, and I represent myself there, and when I said that at the end, I said that big yellow, and that was
Big yellow means free Tibet.
Yeah, big yellow means free Tibet. That's the statement that I made it. And after the event, we went straight to Vietnam, and I got stopped there in the border for a visa issue, where there is an entrance. Every border has an entrance. So there's me and a few more girls. We got stopped there. In the meantime, there's another guy who's talking to the organizer, and I was next to her. He said that Tibet and Taiwan can't be in this competition because since last night, since everything they broadcast on television, so that they saw everything. They saw my introductions about my Tibet, and they were so confused. They were like, "Oh, why? I don't know." They got a call from the president saying that there's something related with the politics, and I knew it as soon as I heard this. I knew it because I said big yellow. It means free Tibet, but they have no idea about that. So, but the Chinese knows it. So that's how Prime Minister called the organizers, saying that they can't be in a competition. Even they made it to Vietnam and coming back to the Cambodia for a final round, we can't let them in. And that guy basically tried to confirm with my organizer whether Taiwan has an ROC. So they need a picture of this. If they have Republic of China, they allow that. And they told me to change my country, which is so sad that they know that when I put the admission, I've been prepared for last summer, and I applied it for especially for Tibet and Tibetan people. I represent my country, Tibetan and Tibetan people. They told me to change my country, which is not fair. That is not my purpose. And I told them, listen, this is so unfair. And I know I can't do anything. This is like all the politicians, Prime Minister questions a lot, and then Chinese basically about the government. It's really sad. And plus, this guy was basically not telling me, he was telling the organizer, and my organizer came and took him aside and says, "You're not supposed to tell this stuff in front of them. This mind your own business." That's what they talk about. And he came up to me, my organizer pulled my hand tight and said that, "Chancellor, listen, you were here in the 2017, nothing happened, it's not going to happen anything." And I was like, no, even if I work so hard, if I think that even if I give 100% on this competition, I don't think so. You're gonna, I could make it on the top. You're gonna pull me out.
There will be some kind of injustice just because you're representing Tibet.
And it was really sad. And then he said, no, it's not gonna happen. Only this thing, he said that. So during the final round, you are not. So everybody wears sash. So I wear the Tibet sash. And they said that you cannot wear Tibet sash on the final round, and if you not wear, I make sure that all the girls not wear during that time. And I said, this is not unfair. If I got in the top 20, wouldn't you call me my name, Tenzin Khalid, or you call me Miss Tibet? I don't get it, And he was like, oh no, only if you're not wearing the first thing, and then later you don't need to wear sash. This does not make sense. For me to represent the country, I've seen so many pageants, I've been doing pageants, but we have to wear the sash. And they're telling me not to wear sash in the beginning of the pageant. It's so sad. This thing happened, and it makes me so sad. And I went back to Cambodia. It was a very tough situation because I got only single entry where I just came from Cambodia. I cannot go back because they already stamped on my passport. And then Vietnam cannot allow me. I was just stuck between. And my organizer didn't even do anything. He was like, oh, you know what? You can come from the flight. They're not even paying for the flight. They're paying me to basically pay everything. And I went to Cambodia and I stayed there in the marriage hotel. I was thinking the whole night, I'm like, what's happening, you know? Even if I work so hard, there's no point because it's already fixed, right? You know, and I was crying the whole day. I was so scared. My family was so scared. They've been calling me, and it was a really tough situation, to be honest. And then the whole 5 days, I got stuck there with no clothes, nothing, because all my baggage, my organizer took it to the Vietnam, and even he knows that I can't make it, and he's still promoting because you know we've been motivated. They have to pay for. We're getting money from there. You know, it is really sad. So this is what happened to me, and.
So basically, during the introduction round, you introduced yourself. You said Tibet. You said Yellow at the end. So that's what triggered the Chinese government to put pressure on the organizing committee and the hosting nations by calling the president, the prime minister, to immediately stop, to not allow her to wear the Tibet sash, to giving her the option to wear the People's Republic of China, which is not the case. And we applaud you for standing fast, all the pressures that you've been through personally, and still standing your ground and fighting for your purpose, which is to represent Tibet, our country, and our people. And all the struggles that you went through. So an individual, a female, by herself, she traveled 26 hours, like she said, from US, from New York, and being stamped out of Cambodia and not being let into Vietnam. Imagine the situation that she's been in. It's horrifying. And the Chinese government, this is a message to the Chinese government that you cannot stop us. We will continue resisting. This is a freedom that we're talking about. We're not gonna give it up. Imagine this is happening to someone from US traveling to represent her country at a bigger platform, Miss Global 2023. Imagine the case and situation going on in Tibet where there's no freedom for nothing. No freedom of speech, no freedom of religion, nothing. Under complete control of the Chinese government. All right. Thank you. We appreciate you. So like you said, the role model that you said.
Woo!
Shushu kanduki choso tanda wanzo della sessuga periode choso lagi samji no bene. So tanda principal morangi momala de periode momala no gechigepshi che ani jabyor da jewa da khok da disile morangi tanda neda konna samju do krenda morangi neda samji krenda tanda neda sense of samju adi tipo dora na Yeah, the moment like so na si mora kada nangi ji mora chi ko jo che ani digam se nangi langam ja da sense of ko ta khali chu na lang di ba mora ni je golo ge chi che gap jo da so na sense of ko de so and da na na si is pe la ki ani la se de la samji khare do aja kara ni da hu da
일단 뭐 예제가 누가 들으시든 상관없어요. 저희가 링크 와 되는 것이 생활을 때 뒤에 뽕을 지어가 뭐가 아니 봐 도치가 뭐 되게 그런 스테이지 됐다 보면은 남이 라지가 딱 맞아 아마 가서 그냥 맞아 남이 착각을 했어 쳤어 아마 그러니까 시키는 거 가르치는 거 좀 느끼는 거 같아 아 저는 지금 완전 이제 뭐 수도 있다니까 뭐라는 이제 심취를 받다 샘바다 이제 차이 왔대 아 비비 비치가 완전 뭐라 봐 가요 만에 가서 비치가 그런 게 배다 미리기 링크네라 그런 요래 그런 포치리라 그런 비치리 샘바다 비치리 대라는 거 지금 뭐라 못히네 근데 지금 이제 라디가 아니 비비 일단 완전 남민님 정말 나라서 되게 미리기 체도나가 뭐게 비치네라 아니 나서기가 뭐라 포유 아니 여기 지겨져라 근데 이게 벽이 체도나 링크 쌈에마다 내가 뭐란 게 오늘 벽이 링크 cap내가 왜 이렇게 지겨져가 나서기 오늘 그런 게 뭐라 포유 이슈
아니 근데 먼저 나리 속에 종종 주고는 나기 회사 주고랑 상주도
Cambodia terminge naga so principal na ani meeting do like ten so eso ba leto wa bi sta su na ka u se na so na ndare se na so na ndare na ni ga ko ba yu so na ndare ni ji ni sha na principal na ko ma de na ko ba yu ani ko le tan je su na ko ba yu tu ji che se su na ko de ani ni ba de le ko shin de chong do su bi na 이제 우리 참에 신구의 킹구의니까 소디 먼저 전주나는 그 어디를 유니기 아니 즉 부족체는 그리 부백사체는 그들은 개미기 뉴스 지금 저기 여기 변화를 가지고 두들다 강해요. 이 먼저 처리를 해서 이제 이제 먼저 탑주들 무튼 내고에 지금 탑주들의 유종과에 탑주들의 참여는 전환난 거에 긴굴난 거에 보도적으로 가시면 먼저 민지 공부했다 시고 이제 드링 젠지들이라 이번에 캄보디아다 베트남라도 개미기 챈들도 농바지기나 공부 뭐라 님도다 로고 정전에 배트에 그런 거네 전에 뽑아다 딩주 첨보를 약보래 빼면서 가고 중수에 딱 니나는 니가 망고지를 동len체는 그대기 편들 확인하는 거네 그대기 딱 한다 닝레 예달레 하나씩 게 별jal로데 그대기 그제를 이렇게 그냥 빼줄 주는 게 그대기 오늘 와다 zamulin dinje chejoji na le kan to bade shiragi gawo chung permesse gawo chung gyabjo chung di indu ga la dansing gi kana le ya ngone chungde ne ne zu de mangbu je ya sonje winne su je ne ka dom che bi yang peri khosa ne ka dom che wa de zo de be gi ge ga ji de ane mahatma gandhi ki suwa na andare ngo de la kharsu ra ta manzo 시세 망부 여러 인데기 내단 차리야 디칸서 그렇다 직설이 개에 개무쇼에 안 담아들 두번 얘기를 했어. 근데 두번 얘기를 가도 제가 통보할 수 있다. 나도 그전 제가 통해 이제 해봤자 이제 이제 텐트 배달을 할게. 시세 그런 거네. 그래서 진짜 같은 뽑아 채워 같이 그래서 아니 이게 이내야 왔어. 딱 먼저 텐트 배달을 개태 땅에 거리 중앙실이야. 모두 캄보디아에 아니 베트남에 예미쇼가 우슬랑한테 보다 참내 이거는 못해. 저는 초반에 인물들 물로 잡을 때 무슨 얘기죠? 이게 무슨 맞으면 마음만 양게 농게 차이. 이게 무슨 처음에 그것이야. 아주 시기 가지고 있는 시기는 아주 남궁에 좀 다리 이메일 맞아야 되는데 겨울은 이제 그 쪽에 먼저 직접으로 할 수 있어요. 근데 그 남자 돈이 땡땡 아주 네 개가 숨길이야. 아주 올라 개가 수만 년도 돈에 빼고 우리 제일 초반으로 그거이 샤로나로나 개변나로나 디티베르 네들 말에 텐지베르 게르피오 마카 그 스타일이 텐디 피베 네 인디 참에 공부하셔로나 정말 투지 셰 테스트래
핵 옐로우